Hey there everyone, if you want to see my original reaction to Season 1 Episode 2 of Solo Leveling, please feel free to follow the link in the description below. Now, let's answer some questions and make some predictions. So, the first question was asked by Kingslink, and it says, what do you think the purpose of the 3 commandments in the temple was? Was there a reason to follow them, or was it just a trap? So what I'm going to say is that I'm going to actually reveal my theory for after this episode, and it is that the world of Solo Leveling is actually a virtual simulation. It could be a game, but I would say it's run by a higher form of intelligence. Is it aliens? Is it mad scientists in a laboratory? Is it just a bunch of hackers that have put together a quite an interesting program to somewhat imitate the reality? I'm not really sure, but this is my theory, and I am going to answer every single question in this video based off that theory. So what I would say is that the purpose of the 3 commandments given to the people by the gods is I would say the gods are either the programs that run the virtual reality, or the higher form of intelligence that runs this world itself. And the purpose of these commandments was for people to distinguish themselves as whether or not they're worthy to receive a power-up in this world. So it seems like at the end of the episode, our main character, Jinwoo, unlocked some hidden powers. There was a secret quest. So it seems like the purpose of the commandments was to weed out the undeserving from the deserving, which Jinwoo was. Let's go to the second question. And the second question is asked by Kingslink himself once again. And it reads, do you think Jinwoo's decision to sacrifice himself at the end was out of bravery or desperation? And what I would say is that it's out of desperation that he is so brave in the first place. We have come to learn that his main motivation for putting himself in danger so consistently is to look after his mom, because his mom's not well, she's in the hospital, she needs money for her life support, well, I assume at least. And it seems like this is our main character's main motivation, desperation. And it's that exactly that pushes him to be brave and courageous enough to consistently be putting himself in danger so he can make money. So what I would say is that he is desperate, but he is also brave just for that reason. And let's go to the third question. And the third question is once again asked by Kingslink, and it reads, how does Jinwoo's experience in the double dungeon shape his character moving forward? And what I would say is that there are a few options. Number one, and which is quite unlikely to me, is that Jinwoo's dead. I don't think that's happening. Number 2 is that Jinwoo is alive but will not receive any power-ups, and which I think is also quite unlikely, but I will answer what my opinion is in this scenario. What I would say is that if Jinwoo survives and doesn't receive any power-ups, then he will most probably quit being a hunter and have no further desire, because the PTSD this experience would give anyone would be way too great for them to continue putting themselves in that situation. So yeah, the third option is that Jinwoo survives and he receives a good power-up. And in this scenario, what I would say is that of course, if we step aside from the fact that this is anime, because in the real world, power-up or not, I personally wouldn't put myself in this situation ever again, just because it's so traumatic. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like during my first reaction, I was completely speechless. And I originally filmed this video right after my reaction. And I was way too mind blown to be able to conduct myself properly in this video. It was crazy. I couldn't even put together a sentence properly. So that's why I'm filming it today, which is the day after.
And what was I answering?
But because it's anime and we know how things work in anime, I would say that he wouldn't have much of a PTSD. But at the end of the episode, he actually realized that his own worth was the same as everybody else's. So he also had a family. he also wanted to survive, very much like everyone else. So I think that Jinwoo's character would probably change, and he will become a little bit more selfish and a little bit, maybe more, a little bit more unhinged. Definitely not as reserved, and he would definitely be speaking his mind out quite a lot more. Now, is this going to come at the price of his kindness? I surely hope not, because if it does, then it seems like his kindness up until now was only a facade. If he adopts the mantra of live your life with no regrets and speak your mind up, then if his true emotions in this scenario are that he just needs to be an asshole, then he was an asshole in the first place, only masking it by ingenuine kindness, which I hope is not the case, because I think kindness nowadays is definitely not appreciated enough. So yeah, I'm rooting for my boy Jinwoo. I really want to see how his character develops after this. Now, let's make some predictions. And my theory board says Jinwoo lives in a simulation created by a superior species and has now proven himself worthy / entertaining enough to not kill just yet. He will get a power-up. So as I said in the beginning of the video, because of what we saw in the end, there was a secret quest. Yeah, but who put that quest there? We don't have quests in the real world like that, you know? Somebody very thoughtfully put together all of this and clearly calls the shots in this world. So if it's not some sort of higher form of intelligence or something that runs this potential simulation as I theorize it to be, then I don't know what it would be. But yeah, what I would say is that Jinwoo has proven himself worthy for being courageous in the face of danger, and such a desperate situation where potentially 99.9% of people would have just run away or given up or acted differently. He's proven himself either worthy or just entertaining to keep around. So, what is the big lesson from this episode? Well, as I said earlier in the video, I am going to be answering all of these questions assuming that my theory is correct and that they live in a virtual reality and this is just a game in a way. So what I would say is that the big takeaway message here is that courage is very important, and courage isn't necessarily not having any fear. No. Courage is quite the opposite. Courage is when you are very fearful, but you overcome that fear and act despite it. This is true courage. So I guess what this episode wants to teach us, and the big lesson here, the thematical analysis, is that you will get rewarded if you are courageous enough, if you take yourself out of your comfort zone, if you push yourself to your limits, you will get a silver lining. You will get some sort of reward. I guess this is what this episode is trying to teach us. Now, the next two segments, I'm gonna actually put them together because they are episode MVP character and animation appreciation. So I would definitely say that that goes to Jinwoo, and not only Jinwoo, but Jinwoo all throughout the video, all throughout the episode, was an incredible character. Despite his physical weakness, he was the strategist behind everyone else's actions, and he figured it all out by himself. So everyone else in that room would have died had it not been for Jinwoo. This is where the animation appreciation actually goes to, and that is when he was all bloodied and regretting that he didn't escape earlier and run away, just because his life and goals were worth just as much as any other person's. But the voice actor here absolutely killed it. Oh my god, I rewatched that many times over, and the voice actor just makes this so good. So I don't just love anime for its great storytelling, I also love anime because it gives us the opportunity to feel, to dip ourselves in a new world, in a new story, very much like any other form of media. But the voice actors here, they take it to the next level, and I really appreciate what that voice actor did. Well done, whoever you are, if you're watching, which is very unlikely. But anyways, well done, my guy. So that's about it. If you guys enjoy watching my post-episode analysis after my reactions of any anime I watch, then also, why not consider following the link in the description below, subscribing to my main reaction channel, and tagging along, coming along with this journey with me. That would be very much appreciated. I would very much enjoy having people alongside with me. So, I guess that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!